About, I want to say 60 entrants?
I want to say that's right.
That
yeah,
range?
something like that.
So it's a little bit of a small, medium end kind of thing, but like we're going to see some good games and stuff like that, culminating into a top 4 later tonight, which will be commentated by Kimona, Duclo, and Gyromite.
Indeed.
But you're going to be with us.
It's going to be very excited.
Up until then.
The two of us, yes.
Just the two
You
of us.
can't escape the Eastern Washington influence, chat. It's crazy because every time I think I'm done casting this game, I get sucked back in. It's like a black hole, you know?
Yeah.
I just happen to be on this side of the state. There happens to be a tournament happening, and there happens to be Avenue up against Netanya, right?
Yeah, Avenue versus NETURTLE, Wolf versus Zelda. These two, I believe, have played against each other in the past, but Avenue traditionally going for the Aegis, but looks like she's playing the Wolf at this time. It's going to be a lot of like empty movement from Avenue and trying to like use that mobility to like bait around and get hits on NETURTLE. But NETURTLE Zelda can do a lot of damage with these big impact combos.
Oh yeah, a lot of damage in a very little amount of time. In fact, we're finally only just now seeing Avenue clap back from the initial damage we've seen. I think it's going to be very interesting going forward because obviously I believe NETURTLE plays this game a fair amount more than Avenue does, but I mean, still could go both ways. Yeah, I still think this one could go both ways.
Yeah, main things we're going to have to watch for is if you see that Zelda Phantom, when it comes out, Zelda's putting herself inside that Phantom, displacing herself through like a B-reverse, and that makes it so the blaster can't interrupt. So it's going to make it a little bit harder for Avenue to find a direct entry point in, because if you reflect her, there's a chance NETURTLE might reflect it back. Ooh, okay.
And then we have a game of tennis on our hands.
Of course. We're good at rally starting right here. Avenue waiting out these options a little bit off.
I like the use of the reflector there from NETURTLE. Just the patience was really, really well placed there from Avenue. Almost a stock disappearing instantly just then, but not quite yet. That's going to be a back throw. Not dead again, still quite yet, but obviously Wolf has a lot of options to take you away as soon as you're this close to the edge of the stage, but really well placed there from NETURTLE to take the first stock. Yeah,
the name of the game is positioning, and just right there, you're caught a little bit off, being able to get an air dodge in that position. Now we're back in this strong area where Zelda loves being in this spot. When you're up a stock, your opponent has to like, try to claw back, and you're getting this stuff like these down throw fairs, making send his lead, and these phantoms is going to start creating these ledge trap situations that become incredibly, like, it can be quite tilting trying to price your way in at these points.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, Nairu's able to catch that. Gonna get a grab.
Ooh, I like the attempt at the up smash there. It's just, you know, sometimes you go for those, but not always going to correctly predict the motion, right? Like because if NETURTLE goes in there, you look like a genius.
Ooh,
but
that was really good.
Yeah,
going for the up B
nice
on the Trump potential on hitting that if NETURTLE grabs the ledge, and they will still have time to jump up and get that up air. How he's going to take that stock.
And you're very happy you took that stock when you did, because I think if it had taken any longer and you'd taken significantly more damage, then you're not feeling amazing if you're Avenue. But
definitely, for sure.
If you're at 97, I think you're feeling okay right now. Obviously, it's still like a 56% difference-ish, but
yeah. The thing with Wolf is, at the start of the game, this character is viewed as very much like a super tough.
That's tough.
Yeah, like a funnies character kind of thing, and Wolf is still very funnies, but you're able to get these like optimized, like huge extensions now, as we've seen with the characters like Ouch and things like that. And, like just like 3 solid hits has put NETURTLE at 91%. So it's not. Avenue's definitely not out of this at this time.
Absolutely not. One good hit right here. If that first back air had connected.
Both of these characters have back airs who just obliterate stocks at sub 100 at times. A good tomahawk at this time to put it into this position. Okay.
I think a lot of the game plan we're seeing here from NETURTLE just involves being around center stage, and Avenue's trying her best to just make sure that NETURTLE's not able to stick to that game plan super effectively here, but either way, this Zelda always just managing to find her way right back to mid-stage and continuing to put that pressure up. 136 right now. It's going to be difficult to take her out of the picture, but not impossible.
Yeah. Okay. Straight dash attack. Yeah, it's called the pressure. NETURTLE was holding the center, but has been trying to go to the sides of those platforms to set up phantoms to help get an approach and like lead into like a ledge trap potential. But Avenue just calls that straight out, goes for a dash attack. We're in the last stock game. Okay. Ooh, big F tilt.
Very nice. Able to go high to avoid the explosion there. Won't lose this third stock the way the first one went down, at least not quite yet.
Okay, big hit. We got the kicks.
A lot of really fast options just being thrown out here right now by Avenue. These back airs, forward airs, just anything will do it right now. Just any amount of damage is necessary.
Yeah. The thing is, like, we're talking like that, but like Avenue is kind of taking control of the tempo of the game. Yep. Playing a lot more centered, and Charles been like not aiming for center stage as much, just trying to look for the raw kill, and that's costing the turtle a lot of percent of this time. We have to be real careful that we don't get hit by something like a straight back air or caught in the end lag of that blaster. A little ill decision there.
A little bit tragic, but you know, sometimes you just get caught out by those things. You know, it happens to the best of us.
Yeah, we like try to like shoot a laser to go stop a phantom, or try to like start the charge, and it's like, oh wait a second, I have end lag now. It's gonna come to me. The thing with Zelda's side B too is like, if you have a projectile and you shoot it and would hypothetically hit Zelda, it would still detonate afterwards. It doesn't stop. So like, it would just keep going and would hit you at that position if it already has like reached your hurt box.
For sure, for sure.
Yeah, but good stuff by the turtle, like clawing, like it was getting a little bit closer near the end, where it was like getting like close to like a scarier one stock last game, but like was able to like shift back the momentum and take that game and re-swing it. And then now we're gonna go into this game too. What do you think? What adjustments do you think Avenue has to make in this situation?
I want to see more aggression, if I'm being entirely honest. I don't think there was enough aggression, enough momentum being set in the early stages of that game. I think if you want to be able to take this run back here on Hollow Bastion, I think you need to be playing a little bit faster.
Yeah, setting the tempo is extremely important with a character like Wolf. You can see like people who play like more patient style Wolf, like Jackal, kind of things like that, or like you see like Ouch, who is just like the embodiment of aggressiveness, it feels like, at the year 2025. Ooh, okay. Damage. Okay, a little bit off, didn't get the full hop.
I will also...
Shine combo.
Okay.
I think caught off a little bit. Like, I think that kill was very, very crucial for giving that opening where Avenue can now like still either choose to play aggressively like you're saying, or now you're able to sit back and chill. Zelda's approach options are not the greatest in the game, so you can just take every single whiff punish you can see.
And I do also really like the Hollow Bastion stage selection here. I think that the single platform in the center of the stage just kind of favors what Avenue wants to play for here. The wing conditions just looking very nice for her. Even if NETURTLE is just playing under this platform the whole time, I think it makes it... Man, I'm having trouble putting into words what I'm thinking right now.
I think what you're like potentially viewing is like when you're playing under a platform, it makes it a lot harder to get landing aerials if you're standing like near like the center on the sides kind of thing. But the big thing is Avenue is finding ways to break into this house and force Turtle off stage at this time.
Yeah, both players already in triple digits here, but one of them on their second stock. So,
good setup.
Very well
you put
placed.
the Phantom, they don't want to like neutral get up or they want to roll or anything like that, and you just go for the upper to catch the jump.
Yeah, beautiful stuff.
Oh, fair flush a little bit off. Good DI by the turtle to avoid that situation. Ooh, yeah, baited. Okay, well, you know, Zelda kind of got the kicks like Wolf.
Yeah.
Both of them got that. They got another up air. An up air is going to take that stock. We're going to have another lead by Avenue. Really very much like the first situation. Now instead of 3 stocks to 2, it's 2 stocks to 1. Let's see how Avenue and Turtle just navigate the situation.
And I think that momentum I was talking about earlier definitely going in Avenue's favor very early on, and that has led to a pretty significant lead at this stage in the game here. Obviously, this is nothing insurmountable for NETURTLE, case in point.
Catches the end lag of that air dodge, barely able to mediate out. Good stuff. Ooh, we're going to get an early starter. Not able to get a full extension, but we'll take any percent we can get against a character as nimble as Wolf.
And we are just about even once again here, Clue. It is down to the wire here in this second game.
Oh, yeah, the in-touch frames of that they was loving the startup kind of thing, and then able to force back the back air. It's always a scary situation when you're in the air against Wolf, because it's the threats of like the back air, and if you do choose to play grounded, Wolf can just rinse repeat, like going for grabs, or going for like nair, things like that. Oh, waiting it out. Yeah, had the right idea, but that Neru's Love is such a good option as a combo break. You can't spam it too hard because of the chance to get hard punished, but able to reach the situation. The Turtle is doing a really good job of playing underneath this platform at this time, has been holding it and using that to like claw back his advantage this entire time. The Phantom clears the space to make sure you have it. If you put up Reflector as Wolf too preemptively, it gives Zelda an opportunity to get an opening, as we've been seeing. Yeah, Avenue's probably looking for like a dash attack or like that caught.
No way that catches!
That sword swings so high. It cleaves through like
It
every
does.
platform and hits above them. I think it only doesn't hit like battlefield platforms, like the
Right.
top one. But any single side platform kind of thing, that Knight's sword is always able to catch when it's full charge there,
Yeah.
and it gets the sword swing.
I mean, just phenomenal play from NETURTLE throughout that whole thing. I think you can say. Big props to Avenue again. I think that the momentum at the beginning of that second game was a huge step in the right direction. So
Yeah.
I would very much